Well, what's the crack, folks? We're here at part 2 of the gravity flow system, and we have water flowing with the gravity. Okay, so we managed to get across the road last night and I'm just home after work now, and with the water flowing, I needed to leave it open at this end just to get the suction, the siphon basically going. So it's coming from the well house, the two IBCs on top of the well house now, across the road, as I showed in the clip last night. If you didn't see it already, go check the other clip out. The long clip is up and the water's coming out now, and we're going to bring it down with of 150 metres of piping to put out, and then there's one trough to be fitted in the line with the rest of the troughs, and then it should be all sorted. So now, after a bit of rooting and messing, I have it unwound the whole way down. That's where the van was above. You see it had to go down into a dip, and now it has to go under this bridge, has to go this way under the bridge, sorry, come back under, out to this trough, and then what it does is it goes all the way down to the very bottom of the land there, down by the pond. That mightn't be very well explained, but it makes sense in my head. But it's working anyway. I wasn't actually sure if there was going to be water flow here when I got to here, because of the fact it has to come up such a dip. If you're wondering why the field looks quite rough, this is an outwintering paddock I've been using for the end of the spring here. And why did I leave the water running the whole time when I'm doing it? Because it actually makes it way easier to kink out the pipe, to wind it out. It lies down then when you run along the back of the fence, and it's not constantly springing back away from you and curling up. It's heavy work pulling when it's full of water, but it's worse when it's light and it keeps on pulling away from you and it's all caught up like a spring. So just have to go up now, get the trough, hook it up, and we are good to go. This will be the first summer that I haven't had to draw water since coming to the Long Acre. Now I do have a solar pump down the bottom, which I'm going to rejig for a different job now. That was bringing water almost to the top here. I just hadn't plumbed up fully. But of course I had to be still hauling water out the back of the house, and when I was here and stuff. It's just so time consuming having to be filling barrels, hauling them, give the cows water, go back, fill them again. There's one thing I hate, and that is a waste of your time and energy when you can be at better jobs, you know. So make life simple. Life is hard enough. Always try to make it easier. So this is going to make life a lot easier for me this summer. So now, folks, where are we now? How are we getting on? So I have the pipes connected now, and we have water. And we see there's water coming out of the trough. So I was lucky a couple of years ago. I ran JFC, the 8 or 9 inch pipes under this roadway here, and I ran another one that way. And if you're looking at the nest of piping that is under me here, so originally in the winter time I was able to run water troughs off gravity flow just out of that little spring of the drain that's behind me, and at the moment then it's been just feeding to the pond. So I collect all the water up here, and it's just a way of putting fresh water to top up the pond at the bottom. So that was the gravity flow going direct to the pond. So that now, as well as doing that, it was also feeding sometimes water to the troughs depending on what was going on. So now going forward I'll be able to just direct all that water direct to the pond and keep it topped up during the summertime. And I do have another idea that I want to do from the stream below, to get the water from the stream into the pond also. You can hear the water line over there farting, all the air going out of it. So that's a good sign. And as you can see, I still have a lot of water piping left. So that'll be handy for the next round of projects, but I have to run more water troughs out the back paddocks there. But there you go, gravity flow is working. It's coming all the way down, as I said, from the IBC tanks way up there at the back of the house. And of course we have such a height difference between here and there. I don't think I can actually spot them from here, but they're basically way up in the distance there. So it's worked. As they said in the A-team, I love it when a plan comes together, you know. And so it is. We're all systems going out for the summer. No more hauling water. And to all the people who messaged me saying that doesn't work, voila! What more do you need to see? It's working, and there's no pump driving it. So you can just see there now, there's good pressure coming through the trough. And as I said, that's not being pumped by any sort of a means of a mechanical pump. It's purely just gravity that's pushing and forcing the water all the way to here from the IBC tanks above. And bear in mind as well, that's the old style ball cock. It's a low flow ball cock is what you call it, compared to the high flow ones now you'd see on a lot of the farms. So it's very good pressure. And I have it there. The water trough is in one of my water trough holders that Tristan of TRM Fencing made for me going back a couple of years ago, and I have them holders basically anywhere there's a water trough down along the land. I just want to go down now, have a look at the cows, and Wainlands, as I said, I was letting them graze out the paddocks this week after I spread fertiliser last week, just to let them strip off the paddocks, promote fresh growth, and then I'll leave it off for a couple of weeks. I'll put them back on bales and just give the grass a chance to come on. And as I was explaining the other evening as well, that by getting them to skin off the paddocks, you're promoting better growth, and you just get a better yield on the field there, as they say.